Good morning, PACC, Amanda and Kristen. Today we're going to talk about some self-care, ways that we can take care of ourselves. So we have a few ideas for you. We're going to start with number one, get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. What do you think, Kristen?
I think that's good. You need to feel rested in the morning to start your day.
Yeah, our bodies really depend on sleep, not only so we have the energy for the next day, but also to help us to stay healthy and to have the energy that we need to get through the day, whether it's to exercise, to go to work, to do things around the house. So sleep is very important to us. Our body needs that time to relax and reset, and it actually does a lot of important functions while we're sleeping. So getting the proper amount of sleep is very important. Number two, drink more water.
This is a hard one for me. I do not love drinking water, but I know I need to. So sometimes I dump a favorite flavor packet in mine. But yes, water is very important. You're supposed to drink up to
It's like 8 to 10 glasses of water
a day. Yeah.
A day. And it's great if you drink more than that, but for some of us, I know sometimes I can struggle with that too, just to drink those 8 to 10 glasses. So that's really important for your body. Your body uses water to help detoxify and cleanse, and so it's really important that you get the water. It also really does honestly make you feel better. Water can help us to not overeat. If you drink a nice big tall glass of water before you sit down and have a meal, studies have shown that you will actually eat less, that you're going to be less likely to overeat because there's already water in your stomach, and it kind of can help you to already feel like you've eaten something. So it's really, really great to drink water, and it's also very important. Number three, keeping a journal.
This is fun, especially whenever you're sitting in bed at night. Maybe if you're having trouble going to sleep, you could write in your journal, or you could go outside on a nice day, sit in the grass and just do some reflection of what's going on in your life.
Yeah, and our friend Carol has been, I think on our PACC page, she has been making some journaling suggestions, some tips about what you can write about. It's great to not only kind of write about what you're going through in the current time, or what your feelings are, or things that you're concerned about. Being able to write out those things can kind of help us to deal with them better. So journaling is a really great tool. And it's also something that later on you can always come back to and look how far you've come, or if you come to a place where you're dealing with something for the second or third time, you can go maybe back to your journal and find out how you dealt with it prior. So journaling is a really great outlet and a tool for self-care. Number four, watch less TV.
Honestly, I can see this isn't that big of a problem for me, just because I don't love TV, but I have some loved ones in my family that do, so I try and get them to turn it off, a good hour to 2 hours before they go to sleep at night, and especially on the nice days whenever it's warm outside. Our TV isn't usually on very often, but
so watching TV, especially right now in a time when we're all kind of going through this situation with this virus, and there's a lot of the TV is being kind of basically overrun by information and constant statistics, and honestly it can be overwhelming, and maybe it can make you kind of go through a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings, and sometimes those aren't positive things. Sometimes those are things that kind of bring us down. So being mindful of how much we're watching and consuming, and how much that can sometimes control our thoughts and our day. Sometimes if you watch something on the news and it makes you upset or angry, that can actually kind of set the tone for the rest of your day. But also, if we're sitting around and watching a lot of TV, then we're not really being active. So it's really important to limit your exposure, not just to TV, to make sure that you're being positive, but also to make sure that you're being active too. Not that there aren't positive things on TV, because I have some favorite shows that I love to watch, and that's not a bad thing, but we want to make sure that that's not all that we're doing. Number five, do some daily exercise.
that you can take a walk outside. You can, I don't know.
Stretching?
Yeah, we can do some stretching,
There's tons of exercise videos online. You can access some short videos, some light workouts, even PACC TV.
Yeah,
We've had
A friend.
Yep. We have lots of things going on. We're providing you guys with at least a couple of exercise or stretching videos a week to kind of keep you active. They're not, long strenuous workouts, but they're small, short periods of time that can get you active and get you moving. And the important thing is that you do keep moving. You don't have to necessarily go out and, lift weights or get yourself into a sweat, but staying active is just really important.
Even going up and down the stairs a couple of times a day, just getting, because we're used to doing so much more. And with us being stuck inside or not being able to go out and do very many things, you got to think a little outside the box, but there's lots of things we can do at home to get some exercise.
Yeah. And even our friend Jen in her 90s video workout, if you guys saw, she had some cans. So if you don't have weights and you kind of want to add some weightlifting to your workout, go ahead over to the pantry and grab some of those cans and get working out. Number 6, do breathing exercises.
That can be just as simple as in through the nose, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe slowly out through the mouth.
So it's important whenever you're doing breathing exercises, you want to sit up nice and tall. You want to breathe in, you want to fill your lungs all the way. Breathe in as much as you can and hold it. And then maybe count to 5 in your head. And then when you blow out your air, you want to blow it out almost like you're going to be blowing into a balloon. And you want to empty your lungs full of the air. And that's going to be something that's really going to help you to relax. It really just helps you feel better in general. Even if you weren't necessarily needing to relax, it just really brings a sense of calm. And it just makes you feel better. You give your lungs some exercise too, because your lungs need to exercise just like every other muscle in your body does.
Use your arms,
Yep.
In through the nose, and then as you're going down.
I think we did that on our stretching video. And in the end, we kind of showed you how you can use your arms to kind of help you to do your breathing exercises. Number 7, this is a big one for especially on a beautiful day like today. Get out in the sun.
As you can see, we're outside now. It's a gorgeous day. The sun and vitamin D helps our bodies, especially coming out of winter. We're kind of in a funk, and even if you just go outside and take a book or listen to some music or take a little walk.
Yeah, so there's just something about being in the sun and feeling the sun's warmth. It changes your mood. You just, especially like Kristen said, coming out of the winter, you step outside into the sun on a warm day like today, and it just feels so refreshing. So it's really going to help you. If you're feeling maybe a little down, go outside, get some sunshine, take a walk, just enjoy it. Even if you just sit on a blanket in your yard and you just soak up those sun rays, make sure you use sunscreen if you're going to be out there very long. But it really will help you. It's an important factor in our lives, is getting some of that sunshine. Number 8, listen to music.
It could be any type of music, but I recommend something that you would enjoy, something more relaxing, not necessarily any head-banging music,
Yeah, so there's lots of music available online for relaxation, some quiet instrumental music, but also you can listen to just your favorite music if you feel like you need to have just like your own little dance party, and that's going to be something that's going to kind of perk you up and get you going. We've been having DJ Big Ed live on some of our Friday nights to kind of perk us up a little bit, since we haven't seen them at the dances. We're listening to our favorite music and kind of getting going. I know Owen and I have dance parties in the living room when DJ Big Ed is playing. So listening to music is something that really is universal. I think almost everybody enjoys some type of music and can find peace and comfort and enjoyment in music. So that's really great for our self-care. Number 9, focus on the good. How could we do that, Kristen?
We can
create a vision board, maybe?
Oh, yes, definitely. We could make a board. We would call it a vision board. Maybe in the middle, we could put a scripture verse or a nice saying on it. Something positive that we would look at and make us smile. And we could even put some pictures on that board, or drawings, or a cutout or something. It could be pretty much anything.
So focusing on the good, we want to look at the things and reflect on the things that bring us joy and make us happy. So, creating a vision board where maybe it's a poster board or it's just a small piece of paper like we have here, where you have just some different pictures and letters or cards or quotes or sayings or anything that's going to be something that you can put up, that you can go to that place and you can look, and that can help you to focus on the good. You can also leave yourself little notes around the house. If you're in the bathroom and you're getting ready in the morning, leave yourself a note that, hey, beautiful, have a great day. So, compliment yourself, leave notes, just around, so that as you're going about your day, you can kind of walk by and see that note or see a picture of you and one of your best friends. And it could just be something that in that moment just brings you some joy and kind of helps you to refocus on the good things. Number 10, phone a friend.
Ooh, this could be fun. Call a friend, see how they're doing. We can do a lot of things in a phone call. We can, first of all, see how they're doing. Second of all, make somebody laugh. We can catch up, since it's been a while since we've seen any of our friends.
And laughter is super important. If you've ever had a really, really good laugh, you know how you just feel cleansed afterwards. You just, your stomach might hurt from laughing so hard, but it seems like all the bad things and all the negative things kind of just melt away after you've had a good laugh. So calling a friend, especially when you're feeling lonely, in the times where you just kind of feel alone, or you're sad about something, or you're feeling bored and you don't know what else to do. Reach out, talk to somebody, talk about memories and things that make you happy, things that'll make you laugh, check in on people. Those are great things to do to keep us busy and to promote our self-care. Number 11, do something you enjoy.
That could be pretty much anything that we've already talked about, plus more. So hobbies. If you like to craft, if you like to, I'm trying to think of some hobbies.
Colors, puzzles.
Yeah.
Rock collecting.
Right.
Go for a walk and collect some rocks.
Yeah. Or
learn something new. Start learning a new language, or trying a new recipe. So do something that you enjoy. If you enjoy cooking, that's a great time. Get in the kitchen and create something. If you're an artist, whether it's a canvas or a piece of paper or sidewalk chalk. I see a lot of people out, making drawings on sidewalks and leaving messages of hope for people. So whatever it is that you enjoy doing as a hobby, go ahead and do it. Spend some time kind of getting lost in a coloring book. I love to do puzzles. So sitting down and doing those things are great things that we can do for self-care. And lastly, number 12, cleanliness.
So whenever we're talking about cleanliness, that's on all of our levels. So that would be, personal hygiene, in the house, anywhere. So I'll start off with maybe just making sure your room's cleaned up, that it's not messy. It's a proven fact that you actually sleep better whenever your bedroom is clean. And
I love fresh sheets. Oh. I know that when I put on a fresh set of sheets, when I change them, that night is like the best night of sleep. So I love that. Something I also think sometimes with our houses or our homes, whether you live with family or friends or you live independently, a clean house tends to make me happy. If I go to bed and there's a sink full of dishes, there's just something about those dishes that it just drives me nuts. So if I can get the kitchen cleaned up, if I can get all that taken care of, there's just a real sense of accomplishment and feeling like everything is clean, everything is done, and I can truly rest and relax. And when it comes to ourselves, like our personal hygiene, I know that taking a nice shower, for me, I love to take a nice hot shower, and relaxing and taking that time to just kind of let that hot water pour over us, let us relax, and then afterwards, getting myself ready. There's something about getting yourself ready to go, not just kind of getting out of the shower, getting back in your jammers and heading back to the couch, but actually kind of getting yourself ready for the day. that really kind of helps our bodies and our minds to kind of set ourselves up for the rest of the day.
So even if we're not going anywhere, that would be a good idea, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to get fancy, but just, getting your hair done and making sure, if you're a guy, you need to shave, that you're shaved, your teeth are brushed. Girls, if you want to like do something to your hair just so that it's, maybe you blow dry it and curl it, maybe you do something fancy with it. But just getting ourselves kind of ready to go for the day and taking that extra time to put that care into ourselves.
It's going to make you feel so much better.
It will. You'll feel a lot better. So I hope you guys have enjoyed our list of ways that you can take care of yourself. It's really important. A lot of times we're focused on, some of the other things that we do in life. Maybe we have jobs, or we have family that we help to take care of, or we just have other things that we do. And we don't really take time to focus on our own selves. So this is a really great time when we've got nothing but time on our hands to take a moment to sit back, to look and say, how can I do better at taking care of myself so that I can be the best version of myself? And these are some of the ideas that we had for you. So next, we're going to talk about what we're going to call grounding exercises. So we thought it would be really important to talk about, since we are in a time where we can be experiencing anxiety, anxiousness, nervousness, uncertainty, and we all are. Nobody really knows what's going to happen from day to day. We're kind of all in this same boat together. So we really felt like we needed to take time to give you guys a way to ground yourselves. So what I mean by that is when we have that feeling where we're nervous inside, maybe your stomach's in knots, you just feel unsettled, and maybe you're a little shaky, and you just got a lot going on, and you feel that out of control kind of a feeling. There's something that we can do called a grounding exercise, which can help us to kind of relax and kind of regain control of our thoughts. So grounding exercises, we're going to, when we get those feelings where we need to, we identify that we need to get ourselves calm, we're going to stop where we're at, and we're going to just look around. And this is going to be a 5-step process. So first, we're going to take 5 things that we can see. So wherever you're at, you're going to stop and you're going to look around, and you want to find 5 things that you can see. I can see trees, I can see the fence, I can see a neighbor walking to get his mail, I can see the birds, I can see Duquesne Light parked across the street, I can see a church at the end of my road. So you're going to find 5 things that you can see. Next, you're going to find 4 things that you can touch. So I can go down and I can touch the grass. I can touch the house. I can reach out and touch a friend. I can touch
a flower.
If there's anything around you, we're outside, so a little bit less items to go around. Bushes and trees are everywhere, but if you're inside, there's going to be a lot more items, but you want to find 4 things that you can touch. So 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear. I hear birds. Mm-hmm. I can hear music from inside the house. I can hear cars driving down the road. You might hear neighbors bicycling as they go by your house or your apartment. Depending on where you're at, you'll hear different things. So 3 things that you can hear. Next, 2 things that you can smell. I just smell the fresh air. It's a really, really crisp, fresh air kind of day. The grass was cut the other day, so I get a little bit of fresh cut grass. You can smell a flower if you're outside, walk by a rose bush, smell the roses. If somebody's making food, maybe you smell food. maybe there's, I don't know, a big truck that drives by and you smell his diesel exhaust.
Ooh.
Sometimes you get that depending on where you're at. So there's lots of smells. So 2 things that you can smell. And lastly, 1 thing that you can taste.
Well,
We're outside. And I feel like I could taste like a good burger on the grill, because we're outside and the sun is shining, and I feel like it would be a good day to fire up the grill and make some burgers or a s'more over a fire. That sounds good.
smells good.
So 5 things we can see, 4 things we can touch, 3 things we can hear, 2 things we can smell, and 1 thing we can taste. And you may take time. You don't have to hurry up and find everything all at once. Take your time to really do each of these steps, even if it takes you a little bit. You have to kind of think it out, because what we're doing is we're focusing on these things and taking the attention away from the things that make us nervous or anxious. And then once we get done and we found all of our things, then we're going to take a moment and we're going to do some deep breathing. So we're going to breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. Breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. One more time, breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. I feel better already.
Me too.
So those are just some helpful hints for you guys as far as grounding exercises. When you feel the need, that you recognize that you need to kind of do something right away to relax, to kind of distract yourself from the feelings that you're having. This is a really great method for you to do that. And don't forget to end with your deep breathing. And you can do that anytime. You don't have to do it after your grounding exercises. You could start your day and end your day with deep breathing. You can do it while if you happen to be out, waiting in line to get into Walmart. You can do your deep breathing, because sometimes that can be stressful dealing with that whole situation. Anytime that you need to deep breathe, it's a really great thing to train yourself to recognize that you need to calm down and to practice your breathing exercises. Well, we hope you guys have learned something new. We hope that you find some new and great ways to take care of yourself, and we hope you have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.